Hey there, Exiles. Neon Dragon here with an updates for the week video for you, covering all the updates for 0.1.1 and everything you need to know for update 0.2.0. Starting off with the 0.1.1 patch notes, we've got added support for the upcoming Act 3 boss kill races. The /convert race reward command has been enabled in Path of Exile 2, enabling the race reward items to be converted to microtransactions, so you can slap those on as cool microtransaction type items. Soul cores are no longer able to drop outside of the Temple of Chaos, so that makes the Temple of Chaos a bit more profitable in running. Added a quick travel button to the waypoint map for the Trial of Sekhmet. The filter in the cosmetics panel now hides categories that don't contain your search. Helpful for finding what you're looking for in your cosmetics and such. Pressing left stick on the gamepad will now show items that are hidden by your item filter, so that's helpful for you gamers with the gamepads. Fixed a bug where the Citadel map could not be completed if you killed all the rare monsters before the boss. I definitely had that happen to me, so that's very cool that we're getting a fix on that. Fixed a bug with the Ghost Dance skill not losing stacks on hit and not gaining stacks after weapon swapping in some cases. So cool on that. Be able to that'll work better. Fixed a bug on gamepad where the currency exchange was not automatically setting the default amount to the market price. So again, for you gamepad gamers, that's all good. Fixed 3 client crashes, cool, and fixed an instance crash, also cool stuff. Moving on to the next update, the next thing that GGG gave us was some stats. Now, to keep in mind, so here's their post. We've recently hired a new data analyst that some of you may recognize from the community, Lilylicious. Part of her work involves gathering information from game logs, which can provide some interesting stats. Check out a snapshot of fun stats below. And here we've got these stats. These stats are from the 18th to the 25th of February 2025, representing a week's worth of early access data. So all these numbers are essentially from 1 week's worth of data. Now, some of them are going to be a bit skewed because they're of just where players are. But we've got 899 billion gold dropped in the week. That's 1.5 million gold per second. Rounding it here, we've got 19% of players are playing Monk, 19% of players are playing Stormweaver, and 16.45% are playing that Infernalist. So we've got your Ice Strike, your Sparks, and your Minions being the top builds right now. Average player level, mean is 75, median is 89. Total player deaths, 14.5 million in a week. So, that's a big rip right there. A lot of people playing, a lot of people doing things. And then we've got the pie chart breakdown right here of what everyone's doing, with the least played classes being the Acolyte of Chayula, the Warbringer, and the Chronomancer. I've been really liking the Chronomancer. I've been having fun with that as a build, so I've been playing around with that. Maybe a build guide, maybe not. Maybe just having fun. And Pathfinder. I also have a Pathfinder, so it's fun that these are kind of on the bottom tier right now of played builds. On to the next update that GGG has given us for 0.2.0. They've revealed 5 new support gems for us to play around with or to think about. For the update, we've got here Derange. Supported skills gain an energy shield cost equal to your intelligence. Supported skills deal 8% more non-ailment damage over time per 100 intelligence. Now that line, non-ailment damage over time, that kind of had me interested, so went over to PoE 2DB, looking at the Intense Agony support gem. We can see that it also has the line support spells that deal non-ailment damage over time. And the supported spells that it supports are Flame Wall, Contagion, Essence Drain, and Profane Ritual. So, if that kind of gives you an idea of the sort of non-ailment damage over time aspects that it's looking for, not counting any new gems that they give us with the update, there you go. That might be really cool for some builds. We can see here the player is hitting these dudes, they're dying. That's good stuff. That's what we're looking for. Next up, we've got Volcanic Eruption. Supported strikes trigger a volcanic eruption on hitting ignited enemies. We can see here in the fight with Geonor and this warrior, every time he hits Geonor, these little balls are popping up and big chunks are popping off of his health bar. That's some cool stuff. Might make the warrior, just even more fun to play. And honestly, I think that's what the warrior needs is it just needs more fun to play. It's a little painful sometimes. Next up, we've got Embitter. If supported skills would gain extra damage of any other type, they gain extra cold damage instead. So gained damage is cold damage. That's cool stuff. As you can see here, the fireballs are freezing enemies and then shattering them. Pretty cool, so you don't need the gloves to be able to do that, and that might work with some more ice builds. Use some lower cost spells to get some icy things happening. Next up, we've got Concoct. Supported skills consume 20% of your mana life or maximum life flask charges on use. Supported skills have 2% more magnitude of bleeding they inflict per life flask charge consumed. And here we can see, if you look on the bottom, we can see his life flask is chunking away as he shoots. And then gets whacked in the face. And for our final gem, we've got Commiserate. Ailments inflicted by supported skills have 30% increased magnitude if you are afflicted with that ailment when inflicting it. When inflicting an ailment with supported skill, remove that ailment from yourself. So burning ground potentially could be useful. We can see here that they are, setting themselves on fire, being on fire, setting things on fire. So that'll really work for those sorts of builds that are really kind of, righteous fire types. Setting yourself on fire, setting others on fire. Got a cat in my lap, and he's very happy. So I was just checking on him. Next up, with the updates that they've given us for 0.2.0, they've teased some tower changes. Towers can spawn with mechanics, including bosses. Towers will also be able to have content added by tablets from other towers, so you'll be able to juice your towers as much as your maps. This will be cool. This will give some more benefit to towers. You'll be able to juice them, do breaches, bosses, all that good jazz. Now, the voice line in here that's kind of got people thinking, got them wondering what's up, is the line map clear requirements is used. So that indicates that there might be more clear requirements or different clear requirements than just go and kill the yellow skulls on the map, and then your map is done. So that would be cool if we get some more, finish the breaches, those sorts of things, and then the map's done, or, kill the yellow skulls, get under 50, and do the breach. Those sorts of things for map clear requirements would be pretty cool. Next up, though, what we had in our last updates for the week video, the Bringer of Rain decorated helm, which lets you wield two-handed axes, maces, and swords in one hand, but at the cost of your chest piece. So pretty cool, but you're going to want to go for some high damage berserker type build. And we've got this hammer that just looks so cool. The Hammer of Faith, the giant maul. The big part about it, the big special thing, is that it gives a random shrine buff every 10 seconds, and that just might make for some wild and crazy cool chaotic warrior builds, which would be really cool. For the next piece of news that GGG has given us, they've given us some pages of the Path of Exile 2 art book. We can see here the cover of it, looking pretty snazzy. Going down, we can see concept art looking pretty good. We have to scroll past some of this, kind of not super fast. It's very artistic expression, but we just don't want to push things for reasons. You can absolutely come check these out on the blog post. I'll have the links down below, so you can come look at this art in all its glory and all its amazing detail for yourself. We've got the monk going on here, looking pretty cool. Going down, we've got Lachlan. We've got his dead family on his back, all that good jazz. His corrupted form. And we've got the Count Wolf form. We've got with Gianor and just as the wolf. Pretty cool, pretty spooky looking. Definitely sparks some creepy vibes in this sort of art style. It's real good. Some pages for the Ardura Akara. And their caravan here. And see what it was. Early concepts and then more rendered concepts. We've got the Corrupted Perennial King, so it's Jamin Ra. He be Jamin, supported by all his people here. Looking very creepy with this face. Very creepy. And then we've got Ignadunk. We're gonna scroll past, look at them long toes. The the slowest you'll see her as she's not zooming around the map. We've got some pages for Utzal, and reading from it, we've got the sunken city of Utzal was once a thriving metropolis that served as the intellectual heart of the empire. Most of the Vol scientists lived here, including the great thaumaturge of the age, Doriani. When the cataclysm occurred, the nobles gave the order to flood the city. Whether it was intended to be as a mercy for a doomed populace or a spiteful effort to deny would-be looters, none can know. Due to its flooding, Utzal remains as the last intact Vol ruin, still hiding the secret knowledge of the Vol Empire's greatest minds. So, cool stuff. And then we go ahead and loot it and drain it, and, we make sure we expose them secrets. We don't want those being hidden forever. We also got some more art as well in the form of some monster art here by Felipe Eckhart, character artist, the Crested Behemoth. We can see here. Looking pretty awesome. This split head thing, that's looking pretty cool. We've got the Risen Tail woman in that T-pose. Get T-posed on by the Risen Tail. Get T-posed on by a hag, actually. That would be, that's the next boss. T-posing hag who just water balls you and you die. We've got the Breach monster, the Breach Finger Mage. Definitely looking real creepy with the, it's the sort of hands cupping the upside down skull. And then what looks almost like legs leading to hands here. That's cool. That's pretty creepy looking. We've got the Arbiter of Ash, also T-posing on you, as you did not get the drops you were looking for. And his sword here. And then we've got some art from Yifeng Peng, character artist. We've got Tergol the Defiler, also T-posing on you as he slams his head into you and kills you in the race. And we've got Doriani's Triumph. The butt lasers will be killing you during the race as well, putting on a 1-minute timer. But looking pretty cool here in its rendered form. And that's it for the character art. Speaking of the race, though, the first race will be happening in 1 day on Sunday. I will be participating. Next one will be happening next week, and the week after will be that third and final race where you can win that laptop. It's going to be in a solo self-found format. First one to kill Doriani in Act 3, and if you die, you get put on a 1-minute can't move timer. So if you want to get your hands on that Demigod Virtue unique item, this helmet here, you've got 3 attempts at it, 1 each week. First person to complete the race or kill Doriani Act 3 in each class will be awarded one of these helmets, and then you can use that /race reward, convert race reward command to convert it to a microtransaction, so that way you can slap this looking helmet on any other helmet. And with that, if you're liking the content, I'm trying to do all the updates, get them out as soon as possible. Make sure to engage with the algorithm, hit that like, comment, subscribe button, hit the little bell as well. I'm trying to get all the updates out as soon as they can. And then you can get an update as well when the update video goes out. Every week we'll be trying to do this sort of overall coverage video of all the updates coming out for Path of Exile 2. And yeah, in the meantime though, keep being awesome. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Bye!